Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Looper, and today I want to talk to you about something that probably made you feel like a failure more times than you might want to admit, and that is not finishing things. You start a project, you're all in, and you can see the vision, you can see it completed, you know why you want to do it, but for some reason, maybe you get halfway through or 75% of the way through and you stop. And you ask yourself, oh my gosh, I just can't finish things. I'm undisciplined, I'm flaky, I don't follow through. That belief starts to form. But what if I told you that stopping midstream isn't really a character flaw? It's actually a nervous system response. And what if that same pattern made you freeze when you were even a small child? That same pattern probably came from there, and now it makes you abandon your goals now. Before I tell you why this happens and what you can do to rewire the pattern, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if this kind of personal healing and personal growth content is important to you, so you stay up to date on all the videos that I release every single week. These are the things that are often not talked about in high performance rooms, but they have everything to do with high performance. The highest performers have been not very strong at finishing at times, but they've built that muscle. And I want to talk about what you can do to build that muscle as well, okay? So first of all, recognize the freeze. Awareness is really step one, is to just say like, oh, okay, I'm putting too much on my plate, or there's something here. I just kind of like try to do everything else but this one thing. Maybe you're fearing something. Maybe there's, like a fear of rejection or fear of judgment or something underneath that. Or maybe it's just, you really don't want to like finish and be visible and get your message out there. Let's say you're creating a video like I'm doing here today. If you're a business owner or building your personal brand, for an example, if feeling visible in your chapter of life could feel really vulnerable, and it could feel like, oof, I just don't know if I have the energy to put myself out there again today, because there is a lot of energy expended. And so if you are in a place where your energy is going in a million different directions, then your body's natural response to some of these things can be the response of freeze. And you can freeze and not do it and procrastinate and stop. That's one thing. So just recognize it, just don't judge it, okay? Number two, regulate before you respond. You can't outthink freeze. Freeze will get you. Freeze will get you because it's silent and it sneaks in, and then before you know it, you're like, oh, why am I not creating the thing? I'm like, what's happening here? So you can't, there's no like massive thing you can do to just like try to outthink your way when it's happening. But what you can do is realize we can shift. So if you find yourself stuck in freeze and you're like, man, I'm stuck today. I feel like I'm blocked. Like my energy is just kind of not there. Then go move your body, get your body moving again. Stop what you're doing. Don't try to finish something that's really just not going to come across and come together in that moment in time. Get yourself a better time to finish it. But in the interim, shift up your energy, go to a different room, go for a workout, go for a walk, right? Reorient your body so that it feels safe. And you can let yourself know like, hey, what are you fearing? Ask yourself, like, am I fearing anything? Am I anxious about anything? Am I kind of curious if I finish the thing, what the result will be? Are you scared what's on the other side? Oftentimes that's the case, in which case our nervous systems will freeze up to protect us. But it doesn't have to be that way. So you can work that out, go for a walk and kind of talk to yourself through it. You can pick another day and say, hey, like today, maybe it's not our day, but tomorrow we're going to really make sure we get this done because this is really important to us. When you return, this is the third step, returning to your commitment, remember your why. Why is it important to finish that? Why is it important? What do you value in it, right? What is the outcome going to do for your life? Like really think about that. Now, if you find yourself piling on extra things and you really have not done a good job of being able to, commit to tasks that are going to fit into your day, and you start to commit to way too many things, ask yourself, am I seeking validation by doing all of these things? And maybe you're finishing half of them, but it's still too much. And then maybe you're not even finishing them very well, and the quality can be low. That can also be a response coming from the nervous system that's seeking achievement, is seeking that validation through that third-party action and activity, right? And so you have to ask yourself, like, am I doing these things because I have to, and should, or am I doing these things just for some sort of like internal competition thing or validation thing? Like, oh, I can crush the day and just get through 50 activities, but are they even related to what you're trying to create in your goals? Sometimes they're not. And I find more often than not when I'm coaching people, we have to get underneath that. There's a lot more to the story because it's usually some unhealed, kind of wounding and things from, previous things in their life that they keep dragging them with them. And it shows up in this strange activity of like, they're trying to hold on to too much for too long. And we have to really clean that up, because when we clean that up, then folks are more aligned and feel healthier to delegate, to only take on things that require their energy to create the goals and the big things that they want to create. And they're no longer distracted by all of the busy work. Busy work is a huge distraction for people, and they're usually trying to avoid something bigger. So ask yourself that, right? So it's awareness, recognize the freeze. We're just going to recognize and be aware and not judge it. Number 2, regulate before you respond. So do some breathing, take a walk, get out of the room you were in, shake it off, like ground yourself in just your orientation in your room, remembering like, wait a minute, we're still here, we're safe. And then number 3, then once you get through that, return to your commitment. Like, okay, what am I really committed to here? Okay, let's go through my list of today and let's really just focus on the things I absolutely have to get done by the end of the day. And choose like 1 to 3. Become a strong finisher. When you choose one thing and you complete it in full, your brain will then have evidence that it can do it again. So the next day you come back, you do the one thing. Eventually you can do 2 things and 3 things and add on. But until you master it and really fully complete the loop, that's how you really overcome the fear or the anxiety around the thing that you're trying to do. And that will help you rewire your patterns and break the habit of just not finishing things, okay? And you're going to grow in commitment to yourself, because guess what? Everybody comes to me and says, I want to have more confidence. Well, guess what? When you want confidence, you have to do things that are courageous. You have to complete them, and you have to stay committed to the process. All of this builds that commitment level, which is so key to your healing. So if this has been helpful, I would love to hear in the comments below what you have learned and what you're taking away. And let me know in the comments below too. What is the one thing you're committed to today? And I will hold you personally accountable. I will follow up with you and make sure that you have completed it. And if you haven't, there's no judgment, but there's just curiosity that you can lead with, and ask yourself, why am I not? Why am I not actually getting to those things? I've seen it a lot in people. It happens with the highest performers, and it more than likely will happen to you at some point in life. But if you're seeing a pattern like this and it's really becoming an issue, maybe even leading to burnout or anxiety or just, complete overload and overwhelm, this is the time. Let's break the pattern together. So if I can help you, the link below for a clarity call is there if you need to book a call and work some things through. This isn't something that should hold you back, but if you're noticing this is a pattern, this is common with people that are suffering from a little bit of anxiety or fear about something. So let's get curious about it and figure it out and move past it. All right, we'll talk to you soon. And thanks for subscribing to this channel.